once again to FHL Game of the Week from St. Joseph's School in beautiful Dryden, Ontario. We're back with Week 2. All the action here tonight as Barrett Edinburgh and Team Success take on last year's Cup champion, Wheat Kings, general managed by Brandon Gustafson. We take you now down to Peyton and Vicky with the GMs.
You've had the most experience as a GM and a player in this league. Talk a bit about what you see in the future for this year's Team Success.
This year's Team Success is first of its kind. It's a team full of rookies. We haven't seen this for a few years. I feel our team's young and they're fast and they have lots of energy. So I feel like we're going to have a good feel coming off the bench.
Okay, thank you.
Brandon, you're coming off an injury and have lit up the scoreboard so far. How do you, as a GM, plan to inspire your teammates?
Tell them to work harder and do their best.
Thank you.
And welcome to Week 2 of Game of the Week. I'm Mr. Norino.
And I'm Mr. Skillen.
We've got a fantastic matchup for you today. There's Drop of the Puck. Who we are we looking at today, Mr. Skillen?
We got Team Success versus the Wheat Kings. A couple of preseason favorites here. A couple of really good squads. The Wheat Kings are led by, of course, their big snipers from last year, Brandon and Carter Gustafson, the Gussie brothers. And, of course, Barrett Edinburgh, one of the top scorers from last year, leads Team Success.
We had an opportunity to talk to both. Oh, and there's our first goal of the game by Barrett. Looking sharp, going over to his fans. And there's Game of the Week.
Lambo Leach, minus Lambo.
So, one goal on the board already. Barrett. Also starting lineup today, we've got Jack and little Evie Edinburgh is out on the court too. Is that another goal already? Holy smokes, are you kidding me? What did that kid eat for breakfast?
2-0 lead already. Team Success coming right. Good start for the Team Success. Early 2-0 lead.
And here comes Brandon trying to get something going here. We had an opportunity earlier, you probably saw it, to have a quick chat with Brandon and Barrett. Thanks to our interviewers, Peyton and Vicky, behind the scenes look at our team leaders. Oh, look at that.
Right off the face off. That's some pumps on there. Last year's Rookie of the Year, starting right where he left off last year. Going good.
Dave Adams on net, looking pretty good so far this season, and Carter playing backstopping for the Wheat Kings. It's that time again, Mr. Skillen. It's time for Score and Win $1 Million Jackpot.
Who do we got this week?
We've got Jacob Luli, a former FHL star and Cup winner from the Ligers, I believe. He won with Ice Dog, Graham Oliphant, as well as the late, great Nick Ho, who you'll find out later this season we are naming the All-Star game after. Bit of a somber game we will have in honor of him. But tell us a bit about Jacob.
Jacob, right now, he's actually competing in a golf tournament. He's representing the Eagles in OFSA down in Southern Ontario, so a big good luck to him, and hopefully he does well.
So Team Success off to a whirlwind of a start here. If Team Success scores 7 goals today, Jacob Luli will be $1 million richer. So good luck, Jacob. And that could happen even though Carter's looking pretty sharp stopping that puck.
That'll buy a lot of golf balls.
Face off deep in the Wheat Kings end here. Scrambling for the puck is Barrett, followed by, who do we got there? We got a lot of rookies here on the Wheat Kings. In fact, more starting up next week. Cliffy Paris and Kason Lambert both playing, and I think that might have been a goal by another one. Is that a hat trick? Looks like it. We got the hats in the crowd. They're ready to go. And 1, 2 hats. Okay, there we go.
Lighten it up, Barrett. But yeah, Wheat Kings are loaded with some young talent. They got Kason and Cliff, as you mentioned. They're both expecting big things from those guys. And they also got Ethan Marion, another very solid player to go along with the Gussie boys. So they are a very well-rounded squad.
Yeah, Ethan, he was on the Wheat Kings last year. So Brandon, Carter, Ethan, all holdovers. from last year's Cup-winning team. The only big change is their leader, well, not their leader, but their top scorer, Barrett, has switched, and he scores again.
He is on fire.
We're one step closer to that $1 million, Mr. Skillen.
A little bit nervous now. Things are getting a little tighter.
So Barrett, you know, I think he wanted to lead team success to their first ever cup. They've come close 2 years in a row. They couldn't quite pull the trigger. Who knows, after a showing like this against one of the other stronger teams in the league, and another big save by Gabe Adams there, that could be what happens.
They also have some newcomers to their lineup as well. They have Oliver Markham, Jack Noel, and Maria Trist, some good young players filtering into their lineup as well.
Yeah, it's not a lot of girls in the league this year, but those that are playing are definitely making an impact for their respective teams. Those coming out of both House League and just Dryden Girls Hockey, we're proud to see them, and we'd love to see more come out in the future. So good for you.
Yeah, and the Enburn brothers, they're trying to be like the Gussie brothers here and team up together to do some damage.
There's Kaysen behind the net. And hacking at it. That's a big matchup today. Two GMs, two intermediate students that are really trying to take control of this game. As the clock is halfway through, looks like we've got another one potted by Brandon. He's composed. No wasting time celebrating. He just wants to get going here and keep on leveling out that score.
Got a great shot. Quick release. He's going to get a lot of goals this year.
Oh, full court shot, covered up by Carter, and the whistle goes on that. He did have control over it, but a little bit of digging there after the whistle.
There's quite a little bit more offense this year, but it's probably part of that crackdown. They're not allowing that slash to the hands and banging the sticks and stuff like that as much as they were last year. So that should open things up for an even more scoring this year.
And I think a lot of the teams that were defending out of the eastern side of the court, they'd be a little bit leery about firing full court shots, being that the audience wasn't really protected. But now that we've got that, big goal by Kaysen Lambert. That's his first of the season.
Tightening things up now.
Absolutely, they're on the comeback trail. But with full court shots happening so often, that net is protecting people, and they're willing to take that risk. So still, if you're on the stage, keep your eyes open, because we don't want you to get a puck in the jaw or a puck in the ankle like referee Tessa did earlier in the game today. And in that game today, the Lumberjacks defeated the Whalers 4-0. More games coming up later on. We've got the rest of the teams playing, and if you check out our Facebook page, every week, every time that we release Game of the Week on Facebook and YouTube, you'll be able to see our 3 stars, all of the stats, as well as all the other non-televised game results. That's at St. Joseph's School on Facebook, as well as http://stjoseph.tncbsd.org.ca.
There's another goal. Now they got that 2-goal lead back. Looks like maybe Jack Miller comes out.
I think so. There he is again. Loses the face-off to Brandon. Wheat Kings have been doing pretty fantastically well on the face-off game today, but they're taking a lot of face-offs in their own net. Carter's getting peppered and having to freeze quite a few.
Lots of chances come off that draw inside the opponent's zone. You'll see Gussie scored one earlier right off the draw. It's so close, the goalie's got to be ready at all.
Nobody from Team Success ready to pick up that face-off, but down at ice level there, it looks like Brandon was giving Carter a bit of grief for freezing that puck. He wants him to play it. We are winding down here, not a lot of time left. That goes deep. Barrett's after it. Seems to be Barrett and Ethan.
Beautiful save to keep that 2-goal lead.
And there's Gussie. Oh no, that was Ethan. Ethan Fossman. Indeed.
Gets one home. Tightens things up. It was a great first save, but just couldn't corral the rebound, and boom, Ethan made no mistake.
We're into close to the final minute here. Oh! That was just off the crossbar, it looked like. And here comes Barrett again. Big save, big paddle save by Carter.
Time running out. They're really stepping up the game here. Everyone's getting thrown towards the net. A little more hostile, a little more contact, making sure you're a little tougher in your defensive zone, not allowing that. Oh, second chance opportunity, and there it is.
Is that Ethan again?
Yes, it was. You are correct.
And we are tied, which was just minutes ago. Team Success really running away with this. We're into the last minute. We've got to be close to the end of this one.
Coming up large there to tie this up with 2 late goals.
Barrett, everything is from your own blue line. Just chuck it in. Not a lot of strategy. Just put the ball on the net.
Keeping it simple late in the game. Get it out. Get it on their net. And Barrett snipes one. Holy smokes, a beauty. Whipping down the left side of the ice, the court, and he snapped one top shelf.
Hurry up face-off, only a few seconds left. Big save by Gabe Adams. That could save the day here. Only like 13 seconds left. Into the corner.
Into the countdown.
Hits the referee. Another big shot, another big save by Gabe. He frees, and that's the game. Holy cow. That was a roller coaster of a game. Glad we could be a part of it. Final score, Team Success 6, Wheat Kings 5. We'll see you again next week. I've been Mr. Marino.
And I'm Mr. Skillet.
Keep your stick on the ice.